Guys, Jeff Ryan here, having some fun. A lot of times on Saturday morning, I've told you this before, I take and I try to get everything on the track. Sometimes I don't get through the whole collection, but when I got to this one, I said, man, this is fun. I got the beacon light going on there, you know, but the tail turbo light blew out. The tail turbo light blew out. That's what we're gonna have to do surgery on. I've got to get the old light out, unsolder it from the one that's existing in there, and all that kind of stuff. So that's going to take some doing, but I'm going to get after it in a bit. One thing I was talking about in one of my previous videos, I've got some things going up on eBay. Let's check them out, guys. The Cobra, I decided to keep the other one with like the tan interior. So this has got both front and back bumpers, got the guy in there, got the windshield, and I'm also getting rid of the camper there. It's going to come with the trailer hitch. The trailer itself also comes with the trailer hitch. I love both those projects. They're both an absolute blast. Last week or week before, I was working on the Bug. I'm going to go ahead and put that Bug back up there. It's, you know, a little bit done. Somebody's going to have fun learning how to fix it with that one. I'm including the bumpers as well. So that'll be good. What else do I have here? I've got a plethora of used brushes. I don't know how many's there. And I've got a bunch of springs for the Thunder Jets. Tires. I got so many tires. The first one over here is like T-Jet tires, the standard T-Jet tires. The middle pack here is T-Jet standard tires, but replacement. So everything there is, you know, like a replacement tire. These are original, these are replacement. And these are various ones from like the Dune Buggy, the Indy Racer, you name it, it's in there, but it's for the bigger hubs. So that's the stuff that's going up on eBay straight away. There might be more. I got to go through more stuff. This is interesting. I was looking for stuff to eBay. I said, oh boy, I got some knobby tires here. Do you guys realize that most of you do probably, but the Dune Buggies, they usually came with the knobby tires, and I've had these little rib tires on for decades. So we're going to change those out. And what was it, last week? We were having a ball with the neodymiums. A number of you guys have gotten them. Please comment on it. Let me know what you think of them. I was having a blast with them last week as well. So, what else we got here? The bulbs here, I've got a bunch of these. Anybody needs any little red bulbs that are 14 volt? That's what I use for the Batmobile, for the beacon, and the turbo light. I've got so many of them, guys. You know, if you want them, let me know. And here we have the chick. One of the chick, I don't know if that's either Batgirl or Catwoman, but she's supposed to be in the back here. And as I was racing around the track, she went flying out. So we're gonna have to address that too. All right, guys, let me go ahead and get into this. And before I forget, I had it over there a bit ago. The trailer's up for sale. It's the back bumper area is gone, but the door does slide down. I did that years ago. The whole top comes off from the body. So if somebody wants to repair that, that's going up there too. I know it was over there, but I didn't mention it in the last segment. Okay, getting to the Batmobile. That needs a little bit of work. First thing I gotta do is I gotta take the body off the chassis. But underneath here, I've got to make sure that the bulb comes out with the chassis and the other bulb comes out with the chassis. So it's a little fiddly, but I'm going to go ahead and get after it. Let me grab my screwdriver. Just got the chassis out there. I had to fiddle with the back wire trying to get underneath the hub and the tire there. But that's what it looks like with the two red bulbs on it. So what I'm going to have to do is keep the first one here, but this one going to the back, I have to replace that one. Nevertheless, I've got to undo the solder and get the bulbs off. It started cracking up. Now it's like a funny looking push car without some wheels in there. Too funny. Some of you guys might already know this, but I just discovered apparently you have to plug in the soldering iron before it gets hot. Okay, very good. I got the chassis in my little vise here, and I'm going to heat up the solder there, and then the wire should just pull off. Shouldn't take more than that. Okay, just like I said, I heated it up and the wires came out, and I'm going to take it out of the vise there, and I'm going to go ahead and pull them through. Okay, there's the lighting rig with both the lights tied together. Got it off the chassis there. That's what we have to duplicate there. The long one, that was the one going to the back. That's the one we need to replace. And I just thought about it, since I got so many darn red light bulbs, I might just make a whole nother lighting rig using this one as a template. And what I would hate for it, to happen is just replace the one, put it all back together, and then have the other one burn out. Might as well have two fresh ones, you know what? Just got the bulbs out of the package here. One thing I like to do, I'm going to wrap them, but I want to test them against a transformer. I've had this happen. I've had it happen with these tiny little bulbs, they just supernova and blow out. So I'm going to put each one on the transformer just to make sure that they're working real good before I go ahead and make another lighting rig there. Got one of them tested. I'm on the second one. Again, I just touch it to the transformer and hold it there for a bit. Make sure so I can burn out right away, you know what I mean? That type of thing. And one thing I do like doing with these is I'll spin them, kind of like wind them tighter, because when I get them hooked up together and everything like that, it makes for like a more, I don't know, like a stronger rope, you know what I mean? That type of thing. Got all three of them checked, got them wound up the way I like. Now what I'm going to do is I'll measure the distance I need for two of these bulbs, because one distance from here to here is much shorter than from here to here. Using this as a template, I'll just go ahead and cut what I need out of the bulbs I got all set. I don't know if you can see it, but I tinned all the wires there. You should see a little bit of silver on them. Now what I got to do is put these together and then thread them through the hole in the chassis there, or the holes in the chassis there, where, I just realized I should probably give this, while I've got it apart, I should probably really clean the chassis, right? How often can I get it down to here? Let's go ahead and do that. Just starting to tear apart and realizing it's probably been, and I'm not kidding, decades. There's a lot of carbon from the brushes there. The brushes themselves are just about black. I looked at the bottom of the comp plate a second ago. It needs a cleaning. So let me go and get this. And look at the shoes. Oh, and look at this. Look at this. They're just black. They're black, and I think they're supposed to be silver. You know what? So not too bad, but still, there's too much on there. I got to clean it up. Okay, got the chassis body cleaned up. Got the gear plate and the bottom of the comp plate cleaned up. I've yet to do the brushes there. Going to get to them. Look how much better the shoes look. You know what? It pays to do it. It really pays to do it. And I'm going to start putting this thing back together. I got to get the brushes cleaned up. And I always oil as I go ahead and get it reassembled. So let me go and get that done. Got the engine clamp on, just tested it, and it runs fine. Now it's time to get the lights together. Then we're going to go ahead and thread them through the chassis, get them where we need them. Then we're going to be putting it back on the body. All right, here's what we got to create. The yellow wires are attached together, and then the brown wires are attached together. I got to do the same thing, then we can go ahead and thread it through the chassis there. Not too shabby, huh? They look same or similar. What's interesting is you see how light colored the red bulbs are on the left there, and how dark colored the red bulbs are. They're probably about the same age. I've had these bulbs for years. I've had them for years, and what's interesting is the ones on the left, they've been on the Batmobile since the last time I changed them, but again, for years and years and years. The ones on the right, they've never been out of the package. They've never been out of the package. Now what I did is I twisted the brown with the brown, the yellow with the yellow, but I did not heat up the solder. I just twisted them together. So now let's go ahead and thread it through the, what I need to do is, just for fun, before I thread it through the chassis, I want to go ahead and hit it to the transformer. I was just thinking about, can you imagine getting this far and not double checking to see if both the lights are working? You know what? Can you imagine getting this far? No, I'd rather not, you know what? Okay, now you see those tiny little holes? That's where I got to put the wires there. So they'll go underneath the chassis, and then we can solder them back. Then I'll fiddle around to make sure that I got the long one going next to the chassis, not the back there for the turbo. Okay, here's where I'm at. I just fed the yellow through the upper hole there, and I fed the brown through the bottom hole there. And I've got just enough for me to solder them on there. There's plenty of wire for me to solder them on there. And I know it looks like hell on the bottom, guys. I know it looks like hell. I don't know how many times I've done this procedure through the years. I probably won't need any more solder or flux. There's an abundance on there. So let me do this. I'm going to take this over to my my bench vise, and we're going to get these soldered on. Just got it out of the bench vise. I got them both soldered on there, and it is time to test them. See if we got two red lights, we're good. We got two red lights, We got two red lights. I'm digging it. Fantastic. Okay, good. We got both the lights on the chassis there. We know that they weren't there. I'm going to put the longer light underneath the clamp there so it's going out the back, and I'll bend this top one so it's pointing more straight up towards the beacon light where it should be. Okay, good. You see how I got the longer wire going to the back there tucked under the engine clamp, and I got the beacon light going straight up there. When I put the chassis on the body there, or the body on the chassis, rather, that beacon light's got to go through first, and as I'm putting it together, I got to kind of squirrel that back wire around for the turbo there. Let me go and put this in front of me, see if I can get it all lined up. Okay, very good. I got them threaded in where I need them to be. I still got to get this back one in through that little turbo hole, but the one in the center there, the beacon light, I'll just push that in, and it should be real good. But let me go ahead and work on that back one there. I got to get some. I got to use these tweezers here. Just a sec. Just got the body on the chassis. Got the light bulbs threaded through there. Let's go ahead and see what we get, guys. Yeah, I see the top beacon. Yep, going on, and I see the. Let me see if I can see the turbo light. Here's a good way to see that turbo light. Let me make sure we're on it. Yeah, good. We got them both going. That fucking sucks. Okay, I'm going to try and do this here. I got the, well, it's hard to do it with one hand. Let me see if I do it this way. I got the body onto the chassis, and I've got the lights threaded through there into the turbo. Yeah, we got both of them going, guys. We got both of them going. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and get this bugger set up over here just for fun. See what it looks like going around. Oh, isn't that smooth? It goes around smooth. I love that thing. I know, it's kind of goofy. An 8-wheel stretch Batmobile limo, 4 windshields, out for driving, Batman and Robin painted up. Ooh, we forgot to add, who is that? Batgirl? We got to get Batgirl in the jacuzzi with Catwoman there. Let me go and get some glue. Just a sec. Okay, good. I am going to call it done, guys. I got her glued in there. I got both the girls in the back jacuzzi there. Everything's running, so I'm going to call it quits on this one. Let's go ahead and take care of the wheels or the tires on the Dune Buggy here. That'll be next. I have said this numerous times. If I have something on the card, it's probably going to come off the card. Okay, probably going to come off the card. You know, I've got springs, I've got tires, hubs, things like that. If I'm working on a project and I need some tires that are all the same, I've got no problem taking them off the card. I don't buy these to keep them on the card. I don't. I buy them to use them. So if I'm not using them, I'll set them aside or put them in my bin there. But if I'm going to use them, I have no problem taking them off the card. I know a lot of guys say, "Oh, they're on the card. They're on the card." I want to use them. I don't want to look at them. Plain and simple. I want to use them. I don't want to look at them. Okay, good. 4 fresh, brand new. And, oh boy, they're tight. They are tight. You know, after a tire's been on a hub for decades, well, it gets stretched out. Putting this bugger on here, it doesn't just slip right on. No, you have to. Wow, you got to push that bugger on. You got to push it on. Wow, that is something else. Yeah, you know they're new there. You know they're new. All right. Wow. One bailed. One bailed. Too funny. Okay. Fantastic. We got some new tread. Let's see what it looks like going around track. Let's see what it looks like as is, though. See, I just didn't know, or maybe I didn't. I don't think I knew that they standardly came with the knobbies on there. So probably years ago, I just put the ones that have the ribs on there. You know what? All right. Let's go ahead and do this. Get some juice to it. What's going on? The guide pin's cockeyed. Let me go and straighten that out. That was absolutely too funny with the guide pin. You know, absolutely too funny. It's like, why isn't it going? You know, why isn't it working? All we did is exchange the tires. You know what? Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Smooth too. I like that going around the track smooth. So, anyways, a better profile on that bugger, huh? I got the right tires on there finally. It only took me decades. You know what? It only took me decades. And I tell you what, the Dune Buggies are fun. Guys, if you're running Dune Buggies, they're just a blast. They always look good. So, we got the Batmobile done. Did the surgery on that. We got the tires enhanced here. And guys, I am still having a ball with the neodymiums. If you haven't got them yet, go get them. They're a blast. You can use them as attraction magnets. I know a lot of guys will. One thing I did find out, let me grab it here. I put them in the back here. I did 2 traction magnets for the back, but I did not glue them on. And what was funny about over here, when I discovered it, one of the magnets was on the rail. So if you're going to use them as traction magnets, you might want a little drop of glue to hold them on there. Just to hold them on there. Okay, guys. So, anyways, going up on eBay, I'll probably have everything here, and there might be more. I'm still going through my stuff. I'm going to have everything here up no later than Sunday at 8 o'clock, p.m. So if you're looking for a really good AC Cobra or a camper or a trailer or the, the van trailer there, I know it doesn't have the back thing there, but the door does slide open. What else? We got the Bug. We have a plethora of T-Jet standard tires, another plethora of T-Jet tire replacements, and then we have Dune Buggy, Hot Rod, the Indy cars, those type of tires, the ones that have the bigger rims. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and there's my book. If you want to check my book out on Amazon, guys, please do. It helps me out when you do good feedback, helps the algorithm. And if you guys give me a like here, it helps me out that way too. All right, let me know if you need anything. I had a blast getting this stuff restored. See ya.